Continues here at Durban's Village Green. This time round we have two light heavyweights in Dennis Hogan from America and Msomi. Let's join our ring announcer this afternoon, Henny Peterson.
Thank you, Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, the next fight on the World Sports Promotions bill is one in the light heavyweight division over 4 rounds. On my right, in red and black, weighing in at 77.38 kilograms, he's had 1 fight and 1 win. Let's welcome Msomi. And on my left, in the green and white, now fighting from Durban, weighing in at 79.3 kilograms. He's had 9 fights for 6 wins and 3 losses. This is his first fight in South Africa. Let's welcome Dennis Hogan. Your judges for this fight, Judges Middendorp, Koza and Krele. Your timekeeper, Ernie Clark. And here's your referee, Dan Viren.
Sam Nkunazi joining me ringside here. Sam, it's quite interesting that we've got a fighter now who's prepared to settle and make his fighting career, or his fighting future at any rate, in South Africa. Dennis Hogan comes from the States.
Yebo, asazike ukuthi Nicholas usiphatheleni uDennis Hogan. Kodwa ke sizobona namhlanje ukuthi ingakube njoba ebhekene nomfokacele la eVillage Green eThekwini uzoyiphatha kanjani impi. Sizuleke ukuthi umfana lo uDennis Hogan usuka le eMelika United States usezimisele ukuthi azohlala la yebo eThekwini. Kodwa ke engathithi namhlanje uzotestwa laphana ucele uweli Msomi laphana uyamjaha ngempela uMsomi laphana ubonakala esenkingeni uDennis. Kodwa ke nokho kuze kube manje ubonakala enobuchwepheshe laphana nama-skills amahle kakhulu njengoba ezame leya overarm laphana emtesta laphana engebholo punch laphana eswini. Impi enhle kakhulu.
Well, Msomi is making life a little uncomfortable for Dennis Hogan. This is a rude awakening, his first fight in South Africa, and he's learning what the game is about here in South Africa. He has the experience. I'm talking about Hogan. He's had 9 fights to Msomi's 1 as a professional. But it's Msomi who's landing those short shots inside. And there's a good little uppercut, and that forces Hogan to back off, almost to run away.
Yebo, impi ilaphana ke iphakathi kaDennis Hogan umfana osuka le phesha kozibandla eMelika nokho ke osehlala osezinze la eThekwini. Ulo laphana uMweli Msomi impi yakhe yokuqala le kanti ke ngakolunye uhlangothi laphana uDennis Hogan uselo laphana ke impi yesishiya akalolunye. Asazi ke ukuthi iyo uzala Nkomoni uyamtesta ngempela umzuliswano wokuqala ukuthi uzohamba kanjani. Okhona nawe uyijaji lapho uhleli kamnandi ubheke nayi impi lethwa laphana eSports Arena CCV eVillage Green eThekwini.
Msomi's hooking very well in this round. He landed a right hook in that last exchange, which really did hurt Hogan. Hogan's fought at Madison Square Garden, which was the big boxing venue on the eastern side of the States before Atlantic City took over. Doesn't get used very much these days, unfortunately. And what a turn in the fight. As the bell goes, Msomi is battered through the ropes. That was slightly against the run of the first round. Msomi has to find his way back into the ring.
And the fight was fought at a very fast pace, and I was a bit suspicious regarding their stamina.
Well, I thought I heard the bell go, Sam. How about you?
I thought I heard the same.
I'm sure the bell rang. Msomi's just landed another useful left hook. But it's Hogan trying to pick up and land another decent punch to the jaw of Msomi. He'll take encouragement from that knockdown. Well, there very definitely the bell goes. Exciting round.
Very fast pace.
Okay, bring me the towel as well, Marcel. Deep breathing. Watch out for that.
Yebo, ake sibone laphana umzuliswano wokuqala njengoba ngisho nje ukuthi i-knockdown iqhamuke ekanjani. Yebo umweli laphana Msomi eyophuma ngale ezintanjeni. Empeleni akukho ipunch ehlale yabonakala kuyiyona laphana emlahle phansi. Ngakho ke mhlawumbe ke asazi ukuthi kuzawuthi kwenzekani emqondweni wakhe laphana edika kahle kakhulu laphana umweli eshala laphana ezibanjeni emphoqa laphana uDennis ukuthi ahlehle bekungasekho uqaleni laphana kumzuliswano.
Looking at that slow-mo, it was really difficult to see a decent punch going in there. I think Msomi got a little bit caught up in the ropes, and then a right hand did help him through the ropes. But it certainly wasn't a devastating knockdown. And Msomi is up and pursuing his man here in the second. A very exciting opening round, though. Dennis Hogan from the States, now based in Natal. And William Msomi giving as good as he's getting. These two fighters, nobody... Oh!
This will not count as a knockdown because it was after the referee had ordered them to stop.
Well, he ordered them to break, and Msomi could be disqualified. Quite clearly, the punch came in after the referee had called the two fighters to break.
I think what the referee will do, he will give Dennis Hogan enough time to recover.
He's got to do that, Sam.
But all the same, this will have a negative effect psychologically to Dennis Hogan. It was a tremendous punch.
It was a great right hand, and down went Hogan. So the referee is doing just that. He is allowing Hogan sufficient time to clear his head.
I'm not sure whether he is calling for the judges to deduct a point, 5 minutes break, where Dennis Hogan will have to be given to recover from that devastating punch, which came after they had been ordered to break.
He's allowed as much as 5 minutes. He may not get 5 minutes. It's up to Hogan, really, but Hogan can take 5 minutes. And in fact, he's taken less than that now, so the fight goes on. Exciting stuff here at Durban's Village Green. These two fighters have just met toe-to-toe. Furious exchanges. Light heavyweights with a lot to offer here this afternoon. And William Msomi, Dennis Hogan, both men have been down. Hogan's was not a legitimate knockdown, though.
Impi uyayidudula ngempela laphana uHogan awuzunywa laphana washawa ngumzimo oqhushombi kakhulu kodwa ngale kwaleya punch ebesibonile lapha ayishaye ingekho emthethweni umweli Msomi ngale kwalokho umshayisibhakela onekhono nonekusasa elihle kakhulu umweli Msomi esibona la eVillage Green. Impi bayilo laphana esigabeni se-light heavy.
Well, this round has had a very familiar pattern. Hogan has tried to plant his head on the chest of Msomi and just punch, but Msomi's landing crisp punches inside there. You can see that. Hogan pushing forward, Msomi countering well. A very exciting second round. Msomi just taking a little bit of a breather there, allowing Hogan to punch him on the arms, on the body. He's defending himself, and then he comes out of his stance, lands a good left uppercut there, right goes in. Hogan replies with shots to the body.
Yebo okuqaphela laphana ubonakala ethubane advantage laphana uDennis Hogan height laphana nomzimba kanti ngakolunye uhlangothi uMsomi laphana othi ukuba mncane bashaya isibhakela ezinamandla endlela emangalisayo esingamnqoba laphana uDennis Hogan uyayithatha ngempela ipunch noma engayithathanga le ebingekho emthethweni kodwa ke ngale kwalokho usethatha izibhakela ezinamagalelo kakhulu kule ntambama bazolwa umzuliswano emine umzuliswano wesibili Dennis Hogan ocindezela laphana uMsomi ezintanjeni shaya ibhakela namandla laphana ezimbanjeni.
Hogan throwing some strong shots to the body there. It'll be amazing if they keep this pace up. It's only scheduled for 4 rounds, but this is being fought at a furious pace. Msomi looked as if those body shots hurt him at the bell, Sam.
It really did. Yebo umzuliswano owesibili uqale ngepattern efanayo nomzuliswano oqala impi ihamba ngesivinini esinamandla ngendlela engazibonakala shaya laphana i-overarm uMsomi enamandla kakhulu ezinye zizibhakela ezimhluphayo laphana uHogan naphezu kokuba elwa laphana kwi-squatting stance.
For much of the round, Dennis Hogan concentrated his attack on the body. Msomi replied with some good hooks, uppercuts he used as well inside. There's a nice looking left uppercut, right hand over the top. Hogan was content to work the body, and he did it very effectively, especially at the bell, where Msomi took a while to get to his corner. He was obviously a little hurt at the bell there. Well, can the third round offer more excitement? Sooner or later, you think these two fighters have got to take a bit of a breather. I know it's only scheduled for 4, but they're both big men. They've got to be in great shape to go at this pace. Well, there's no slacking off.
Surprising, Nick, to see how Msomi is faring in this fight. It being his first one, he appears to be scientific in terms of punching and the way he's combining.
Yes, in the sense that Hogan is throwing everything, whereas Msomi is looking a little bit more to pick his shots. But I still say it's a case of who lands cleanest on the jaw in this particular contest. They can both knock each other down. They've proved that already. Hogan wades in, rights and lefts to the body. Msomi covers up on the ropes and now holds on.
Right.
It's the question of stamina, experience.
Well,
that might decide this fight, Nick.
Hogan obviously feels he's had 9 fights, he has more experience. He obviously feels he can keep this pace going for 4 rounds and try and steal a points decision. But Msomi is doing some very good counter work as well. Just a question of, do the judges look at Hogan coming forward, or do they look at the nice work that Msomi is doing on the back foot? Because they're both hurting each other. Hogan with a combination to the head, rips in a right hand to the body, and Msomi covers up. But now you watch, Msomi comes out of this stance and then lands some shots himself. And that's been the pattern of the fight.
Dennis Hogan doing a good job hitting Msomi's kidneys.
There's a good left hook that went in from Hogan. He's showing a lot of commitment in this fight. Both men are showing a lot of commitment. I think light heavyweights around the country can take a look at the sort of determination that's been shown in this ring. A warning for hitting on the back, really, from Hogan.
Yebo umzuliswano wesithathu impi zohamba laphana umzuliswano emine impi esesigabeni se-light heavyweight phakathi kaMweli Msomi uthola lapha noDennis Hogan uphela kanjalo umzuliswano ubonakala lapha ezolile epholile laphana uMweli Msomi.
Get stuck into each other.
Be interesting to see how the judges are scoring this fight if we have a similar 4th round, because do you look at Hogan's work rate, or do you look at the cleaner shots perhaps that Msomi is landing when he counters? I'm inclined to go with Hogan's work rate at the moment, unless we have a change in the 4th round.
And aggression as well, fighting, going forward all the time.
Yeah, very important, Sam.
Is there 9?
Njengoba ubona nje laphana ephoqeleka laphana ukuthi ancike ezintanjeni abese eyakhava laphana uMweli Msomi.
Body, just step back and uppercut him, you see? You follow. Then step back, uppercut in the hook, okay? And hit it easy,
Hogan's corner, rip the body, stand back and land the uppercut. Well, certainly he's been ripping the body. We haven't seen too many uppercuts. Round 4 of a fight we'd like to see go a few more rounds, but unfortunately we won't. Only scheduled for 4 rounds. Dennis Hogan and Msomi Msomi providing lots of entertainment at Durban's Village Green this afternoon. This on the undercard of the WBF World Title fight.
umzuliswano wesine nomzuliswano wokugcina laphana ipattern iyafana inendlela abaqhuba ngayo uyahlasela laphana uDennis Hogan ahlehle akhave laphana ngakolunye uhlangothi uMweli Msomi abesethemba laphana ukuthi uzoshaya laphana ngezibhayela ezinamandla kwi-counter nokho-ke okumsebenzeli kakhulu kuze kube manje njengoba sike sachaza laphana ukuthi kudela owaziyo ukuthi amajaji azosebenzisane lapha azosebenzisa mhlawumbe ukuthi uhlasela ngamawala nangamandla laphana yebo uDennis Hogan nanokuthi-ke i-work rate yakhe ithe ukuphakama laphana kuMsomi mhlawumbe-ke noma bazobheka laphana ngolunye uhlangothi laphana ukuthi uMsomi akawamosa amagalelo akhe njengoba ubheka nje laphana ushaya laphana amagalelo amahle kakhulu namagalelo acwengekile asazi-ke kuya ngokuthi amajaji aqoma ukusebenzisa maphi amaqhinga ekwahluleleni lempi.
Dennis Hogan still working that body, and you can see the situation needs an uppercut. Msomi tends to crouch, and if Hogan would step back, like his corner said, and throw the uppercut, he could land it very effectively. He doesn't seem to have an uppercut, Sam. Msomi's not working hard enough now. He's allowing Hogan to take the fight to him and to dominate here in the fourth. And the judges are probably seeing it the same way.
Going out of the ring again.
No knockdown. Msomi goes into that crouch, and this time he's pushed through the ropes. But not enough work, not enough punches coming back from William Msomi. And now Hogan again charges in at his man, has him in the neutral corner, and the situation, as I say, just cries out for that uppercut once again. He's used the right hand to the body very well, has Dennis Hogan.
Yebo ukunkinga efanayo laphana umweli shaya laphana igamshield iphuma laphana uhlabe uppercut ebimfishane laphana umweli kodwa mesishaya laphana nge-overarm laphana umweli babukeka bekhathela abafana nhlangothi zombili kodwa-ke balwe kahle kakhulu isivinini laphana kanti amadoda amakhulu la light heavy impi uDennis Hogan oqhamuka eMelika kodwa osezinze la eThekwini oselwa ezinze la eThekwini.
Well, Dennis Hogan has paced himself very well for these 4 rounds. I don't think he'd have enough left to go to 6, that's for sure, not at this pace. He's just swarmed over his man in the 3rd and 4th rounds, and he's probably done enough to win on points. So, a very entertaining fight.
Yebo sicabanga laphana ukuthi mhlawumbe uDennis Hogan wenze okwanele ukuthi angathenga iso lamajaji. Uzobona kulo mzuliswano ogcina ehlaba laphana i-left cross ukuthi ngisho ngani ukuthi mhlawumbe laphana-ke aphinda futhi ngayo leyo cross i-left laphana ephoqa uMsomi ukuba aye intanjeni laphana akhavaraphe.
I think Msomi's lack of experience showing there as well, because he allowed Hogan to control the pace of the fight. Msomi must realize he's only got 4 rounds, and if he allows the other man to swarm over him for 4 rounds, he's going to lose on points. He may well end the fight being the fresher man, but that doesn't count in the minds of the judges. Msomi had to work harder, especially in the 3rd and 4th, and he didn't do that, and I think that's going to see the fight going Hogan's way. In fact, looking at the 2 fighters now, Hogan is bathed in sweat. He looks a tired man. Msomi looks as if he could go another couple of rounds. But he's not going to get the chance, not today. Well, the judges are a little on the slow side, handing this decision in to ring announcer Henny Peterson. Perhaps it's closer than we think. There was the knockdown, a legitimate knockdown scored in the 1st round.
And the other one was illegal.
The other one was highly illegal. It clearly came after the break had been called. So, is that man in your screen the winner? His first fight in South Africa, now settled in South Africa to try and further his boxing career and whatever else he does outside the ring. I think I must find out just in case we see his face on TV again. But he put on a good show here. And he's a welcome addition to a division in South Africa which doesn't have too many big-name fighters.
Yebo, ngakolunye uhlangothi uMweli Msomi ngakube wenze okwanele ukuba ngaphumelela kulempi ayiqale ngesikhulu isivuthevuthe laphana ekhombisa izibhakela ezicwengekile impendulo sizoyithola.
Well, this decision really is taking a long time to come into the ring. Usually that's an indication that the judges find the fight very close. Ring announcer Henny Peterson has it all in his hand now, and we're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. Judge Chelly scores the fight 39-37. Judge Goza 39-37. And Judge Middendorp 40-37. A unanimous points decision for Dennis Hogan.
Well, no problems.
Uyaphumelela uDennis Hogan njengoba sike sasola ukuthi i-work rate, aggression, high rate yakhe imenze ukuba aphumelele kulempi ehlule laphana uMweli Msomi.
I agree with that 100%, Sam. Work rate and aggression won the day for Dennis Hogan. His first fight in South Africa is a success.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to point out to you that if you look at your program, the fourth bout between Bayeli and